All right, this is Minister Paul. It's 12/26/2012, just before 9 p.m. I'm switching to yet a third news source with yet a third story. Now, how often have we seen this happen where we just simply want to get to the truth? We have a user on here named Lise Lark who's reporting in real time from that there's nothing happening on the open feed. She's listening to the feed. Well, I found this on apparently Edie Lambert, who's been around this community, I don't know, 15, 20 years, what do you think? At least 15 years reporting for KCRA, which is 3. Our local stations are 3, 10, 13, and Fox 40. I've been showing you clips from 10 because 13 refused to run it. They reported it as an active shooter, and then they broke away immediately to the weather, and I switched to 10, which is this, calling it a fight. I've been getting my reports from the fight. But now let's go and watch. You're going to see a totally different perspective, and ask yourself, they mention a witness of a shots fired, and you're going to see Sac PD. Keep that in mind. My report from the very beginning, go back to the very first 10-minute video, said I know this area and it's run by Sac PD. The area is the person would respond would be Sac PD, but they foot patrol the area. What you're going to see are AR-15 223 weapons, assault rifles, several of them in hand by Sac PD, a report of a shots fired, an injury, looting, none of being reported anywhere, looting, and they want to take away your guns. You ready? Let's play this, and I'll be out of your hair and done with this story for the night, because literally I'm sickened by the misinformation and fear, and when you really need the truth is that they were out there with automatic rifles. You ready?
Panic at Arden Fair Mall in Sacramento tonight after a fight in the food courts, and shoppers scrambling and prompts mall security to lock the place down. Dozens of police officers responded to the scene as police inside were rushed to the back of stores.
KCRA3's Kevin Oliver is live for us at Arden Fair Mall right now with the very latest. Kevin.
And you can still see that there's quite a bit of activity here. In fact, there's a lot of police cars still surrounding the mall. There's 2 here at this entrance just next to the Macy's here. There are police literally all the way around the mall and through the mall. This is what we understand happened today. Earlier tonight, there was a fight near the food court that broke out. We understand from some witnesses that some people were arrested and the fight continued. And that started a little bit of a panic inside of the mall. We have some video that we just got in from inside of the mall, and it doesn't quite show the pandemonium that we heard from witnesses earlier. We heard that after that first fight that a lot of people rushed from one end of the mall to the other. Stores started locking down their facilities, asking customers to stay inside. We even had reports from 2 witnesses that told us that there was some looting going on inside of the mall. From what we understand from authorities are that they were trying to stop this one fight, and the fight moved down the mall to another area. We had reports from witnesses that there was at least 1 shot fired. In fact, 2 different sets of witnesses said that they heard gunshots inside the mall or around the mall, but we haven't gotten any official confirmation from authorities on that. Now, again, they have locked down the mall. They've asked everybody in the area inside the mall to get out of the mall and to make their way home. In fact, they've had all of the parking lots the parking lot entrances to the mall cordoned off by Sacramento police, and they brought in authorities from around the area to try to get everybody in this shopping center cleared out for now. The mall has been locked down, and they have been basically telling all of the shoppers to go home. And as you can imagine, a very busy shopping day with people coming back to return things after the Christmas holiday. But we're still getting more information about what happened here today. And we actually have one picture of an injured worker, or an injured shopper, rather, an elderly woman who was knocked down during the panic. She was helped up by rescuers and placed on a stretcher. An elderly woman who was essentially pushed down during the panic inside of Arden Mall a little earlier this evening. We are, of course, getting more information on this whole situation and what happened, and the people that we understand may have been arrested and what transpired here earlier tonight. Reporting live from Arden Mall, Kevin Oliver, KCRA 3 reports.
Yeah, obviously the investigation's still ongoing behind you there, Kevin. Thanks for that. We'll see you later tonight.
So I'll put a link to the actual story, but I'm really just disgusted. What you have here is CHP and SAC-PD. You have an injured person, reports of looting, 2 witnesses reporting shots fired, the mall reporting to be evacuated, and now it's just being referred to as a large fight. Looting, and it was shortly after 5. The live shot began shortly after 5. They're saying the evacuation was lifted shortly after 5. If I'm watching it at 10 after 5 and it's a live shot of her, then how is the evacuation lifted? Because they were locking the mall down. I'm sorry, whenever you get a story like this of 2 witnesses and the reporter herself saying she heard gunshots, and then all of a sudden there is no gunshots, but the evidence is SAC-PD responding to what appears to be an active shooter. This is, just so you know, these SAC Police Department cars, Sacramento Police, look almost identical to Highway Patrol. They said dozens of police officers respond. Let's go through some photos here and I'll close. This is Highway Patrol. I just want to give you an example. 21 years in the industry. If the media wants to come after me, bring it. I got a whole bunch of stories to tell on you. CHP and SAC-PD, 2 different units. Motorcycle unit, they're just trained to look for certain things. Here's the food court. I don't know why they're showing everybody just casually sitting down. This must be an older picture. I don't even see any Christmas decorations, so it's all a show, to me. Taking are they labeling these shots? Is that Cinnabons, babe? I'm just going to show you a couple. Okay, here's a guy in this Kevlar helmet with the AR15's, the ones they want to ban. See, M4, AR, whatever you want to refer to them, or is this a shotgun? This appears to be a shotgun. Hard to tell in this picture. Either way, appears to be some type of detective. Unmarked car. Casually walking out. They're not running like in the News 10 exclusive. Nobody's running. Do you see anybody running? More of the same. You know what? When you see this type of thing, be bold and speak out and call it what it is. Is just, it doesn't add up. Here's Nordstrom's. So, here's Nordstrom's. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Macy's way down on this end of the store, on the west end? So over here, where my mouse is where the reporter did the live shot, said she was in there. The food court is about right here, correct? Because we've been in this mall. And Nordstrom's is way over here. So reportedly, they heard the gunshots. This is a huge mall. You got to understand. I don't know, it spans probably, 4 blocks? It's huge. But when you're inside, you know when there's gunshots or not. You know. You have witnesses saying there was gunshots. You have someone receiving medical attention that was knocked down. You have looting. Apparently something happened here that we're not being told. See how you see this appears to be a camera on the roof. This mall is set up unlike you would not believe as a helicopter shot. This is the multiple mass. Well, just to keep this short, I'm not gonna run this into the ground. I'm just kind of sick and tired that they want to take away my right to defend myself and feed me misinformation when I feel I have the same right to defend myself that they do because I'm not a criminal. And I'd like to hear the truth. And if we just all stopped watching, they would just run any old kind of thing and people would believe it. But some people are willing to stand up for the truth. And what we're reported to us tonight was not the truth.